You're a podcast listener, and this is a podcast ad. Reach great listeners like yourself with podcast advertising from Libsyn Ads. Choose from hundreds of top podcasts offering host endorsements, or run a reproduced ad like this one across thousands of shows to reach your target audience with Libsyn Ads. Go to libsynads.com now. That's LIBSYN ads.com.
This is the Washington Times front page for Monday, June 10th, 2024. Thanks for starting your week with us. I'm George Gerbo. Hunter Biden and his attorneys spent the weekend debating whether he should take the stand to defend himself in his federal gun trial. Jeff Murdoch and Alex Swarry report it's a major strategy shift for Biden's attorneys after testy exchanges with their own witnesses. The defense unexpectedly canceled testimony from the remaining witnesses after a lunch break in the trial Friday. Biden is charged with making two false statements on a federal background check form to purchase a gun in October 2018. The IRS is struggling to get its employees back to work in person at least 50% of the time, with Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen saying the agency's labor union is the chief hurdle. Stephen Dinan reports Yellen told the Senate Appropriations Committee last week that the department may have to renegotiate contracts to get those employees in the office more often. Yellen disputed data suggesting the Treasury Department headquarters could be downsized, saying she thinks her building space is fully utilized. The federal government's relationship with sanctuary cities has become so strained that some jurisdictions automatically reject emails from ICE.gov addresses. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Acting Director Patrick Lechleitner told our Stephen Dinan that sanctuaries refuse to cooperate not only with his deportation division, but also with criminal investigators. He hopes to resolve the email issue by switching the origin of the messages to come from the Department of Homeland Security's website. ICE hasn't had a Senate-confirmed director in more than 7 years. Lechleitner has been the 9th acting director during that span. A Congressional Research Service report found that senior Chinese leaders, including President Xi Jinping, are hiding hundreds of millions of dollars in wealth by using relatives to disguise their activities. By 2012, Bill Gertz reports Xi had amassed at least $376 million in company investments, according to CRS. The report said Chinese business people frequently bribe party state bosses because the benefits offset the expenses. CRS produced the document for members of Congress in advance of a congressionally mandated report from the Director of National Intelligence. And finally, North Korea appears to be trying to buttress its domestic information control by using a high-technology spyware system to keep out unwanted messages. Andrew Salmon reports North Korea operates a localized intranet unconnected to the global internet. Analysts say the country's attempts to install digital surveillance networks have been hobbled by an inconsistent power supply, limited network capacities, and a lack of hardware. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.